Well, there's a new free speech fight on a college campus tonight. Surprise, surprise. And this time it involves Donald Trump. It's happening at Emory University, where someone started writing Trump for president signs in chalk around the campus. Before long, some students were complaining that the words, just the words, made them feel threatened and wanted it shut down. Brian Kilmeade is the co-host of Fox & Friends and the host of Kilmeade & Friends on Fox News Radio. He's also our original and occasional roving reporter on the campus security beat.
At least for the first story.
So the words,
yes,
and the cupcakes could not function at the mere sight of a pro-Trump writing.
Look, there was a time when you didn't write chalk on steps in school. I thought that was the story. But the fact that one candidate is written there, Trump 2016, I had no idea would be perceived as intimidation. 40 students got together and petitioned. They said they were outraged. The school wasn't listening, and they're in pain, was the quote, because of Trump 2016. I mean, if it was as if it's a swastika or a KKK hood, it's just flat out unbelievable. But Jim Wagner seems to have caved. He has a series. The Jim Wagner is the university president. He now has a series of things he's going to adjust to. He is going to have a retreat, a racial retreat. He's going to have structured opportunities.
Because some of the students are pro-Trump?
Listen to me. He's going to have structured opportunities for difficult dialogue. That's your B block, difficult dialogue. and a formal process to institutionalize difficult reviews and address social injustice. Unbelievable that this is happening.
You know what? They'd be better off making the students sit next to each other and yell mean things at one another. That's what you need to get used to function in the world.
That's the America we grew up in.
Right. Come on, toughen up, Buttercups.
Come on, what's going on? And why does it always end up you yelling at me?
Because I'm trying to toughen you up.
Okay,
I've seen you.
Thank you very much. We do, but it is. The alumni stood up and wrote a big thing how they were embarrassed by the way the direction Emory's gone.
I'm with you, Emory. I'm with you, alumni, I should say. State Department spring break. What did the State Department? They're rating women. The State Department is now rating women.
They are guilty of trying to be clever and cool, and they've turned themselves in.
How?
Essentially, they've said this. In a message to spring breakers who are no longer welcome on Panama City, thanks to Ainsley Earhart reporting on spring break,
down in Florida,
they decided they are fearful that a lot of Americans, 19 to 22, are going to go overseas. And they tweeted out this: if you're not a 10 in the U.S., you're not a 10 overseas. And they're worried about Americans naively thinking.
If you're not, this is a State Department tweet, not a 10 in the U.S., then not a 10 overseas. They're talking about how beautiful you are.
Like Bo Derek 10, yeah, like a Bo Derek 10.
What is that supposed to mean? Like, if you're ugly here, you're ugly there. So don't let somebody's beer goggles fool you into thinking, what does it mean?
Let me bring you a scenario. You're at a bar, and you don't usually in America get much action, but suddenly you're in London, and a woman walks up to you, she's quite attractive, and all of a sudden you're buying her expensive drinks. Or she says, hey, you're cute, here's some luggage. And if she gives you luggage, you're thinking to yourself, I must be hot. You're not hot. That luggage is lined with coke, and you're going to get arrested.
Oh, boy.
Buy my knockoff stereo, bring it back, get arrested for buying knockoff equipment. So they're trying to tell Americans, if you're not hot here, you're not hot there. And it's really not the message I expect from my State Department. So they have since apologized, and they say, just don't buy hot women drinks if you're not hot. And they said it's sexist, they shouldn't be clever. It was so clever, it made you wonder, is this real?
Yeah.
And everyone tweeted in response. So they apologized for being
inappropriate. Okay. How about so an Egypt air flight was you know, we thought it was being hijacked. As it turns out, it was a fake suicide belt. But for a while there, you know, they thought it was real. And what did some guy do?
As a viewer of Fox and Friends, you know we covered it as if it was a real hijacking, because when a plane was diverted to another place and they said there's a bomb on board, call me gullible.
We tend to believe it.
So this is Egypt Air Flight 181, and this guy's on there. Evidently, he wanted to get the attention of his ex-wife, and instead of emailing or texting her, he thought he'd take the plane. So one guy on there who was still on board is from England. He's 26 years old, and he's got the coveted job of health and safety inspected auditor. And he decides in the middle of this tense moment, and there's video out there, but it's really not that great, to go up to the hijacker, get a flight attendant to translate, say, can you see if I can have a picture with him?
Before they knew it was fake.
Before they knew it was fake. So he said, I said, what the heck? So the 26-year-old safety inspector auditor sits there with the hijacker, who stops and takes a picture with him with the body bomb fully in display. Then goes back to his seat and calls his mom.
You know what?
And his mom says, whatever you do, don't call attention to yourself. He goes, I didn't tell her that I he took a picture with a hijacker. You know what this goes to show you? This is my opinion. You want to have some deep thoughts?
Tell me.
America thinks that their social media feed is more important than the network they tried to get on. He wants to be the star of his Instagram rather than survive a hijacking. It's crazy.
As I see it, he had the last laugh because his instincts were dead on. It wasn't real. It was going to become a big story, and nobody got hurt. So great. Good for him.
And he's on the cover of every newspaper,
well, there you
from the
go.
Daily Mail to the New York Post.
Speaking of weird behavior on planes, ponytail girl got in a lot of trouble. Tell us why.
Well, here's the deal. This woman had a ponytail flipped over the back of the seat. You're about to see the picture, and is blocking the TV screen.
This is so wrong.
A reporter of the Boston Globe was there and takes this picture. He says, I can't believe this. No one's moving the ponytail, and this person's forced to watch
so
the TV
rude.
through the ponytail. Well, this picture goes viral as everyone just can't believe and marveled at how oblivious this woman is. I'm not a ponytail wearer, never have been. I didn't know you can't feel the ponytail.
You know what?
I didn't know you didn't know.
You can feel the ponytail. Let me tell you, she's lucky that Gutfeld wasn't sitting behind her, because the next thing you know, she looks like this. She has this hair.
It's gone, or dipped in ink, or something like that. So that's the story that's gone viral. The Boston Globe reporter says, I feel so sad. I write these great stories. It's supposed to reveal things, and one photo gets more traction than everything he does for the Boston Globe.
Because we get irritated by people's rudeness, especially in public places. It's happened to all of us.
America likes the trivial.
And honestly, the coarsening of our culture, and she's an example of a ponytail girl. Sweep it around the side. Sweep it around the side. So around the side is the way to go when you have that long.
I did not know.
Soviet hotness.
Right. You said Soviet hotness.
That's what I call it, because you watch The Americans, the greatest show on television.
Right.
Well, that's how the lead character was, her hair over here.
I was thinking Pocahontas.
I was channeling that for a while, and then just,
And then it's gone.
Then I needed to lose 10 pounds, and I didn't want to diet, so I did it this way. Brian, great to see you.
It's great to see you. Welcome back from vacation. You've gone for like a month.
Thank you. Is that how it felt? That's sweet.
It really felt like a month.
Not to me.
Don't go away again.
Bye.
All right.